guess, right there.
I see. So you protected my sister from wasting her money on worthless trinkets again.
It's not worthless. Besides, I got a good deal and made some new friends in the bargain. Wahey!
Rowan, please look after our guests.
It would be my pleasure, sir.
I have some matters to attend to, if you will excuse me.
I've got to run too.
Huh?
Nature calls. I better leave now before things get messy.
So you're on some great journey, right? You simply must tell me all about your travels. I've never even been out of this town. I want to hear all about the faraway places you've been.
I've never been outside either. But then,
Ellie became pals with Jude and everyone. We crossed mighty oceans and explored forbidden forests. We saw giant waves and toadstools that made everyone cry.
You actually sailed across the sea, Ellie? I've never even seen the sea before. What was it like?
It's vast and wild, teeming with dangerous creatures. There are giant octopuses pretending to be rocks.
Rock octopuses? You don't say!
and fish and eels and clams.
Oh, I've seen clams. The shells anyway. They sell shell jewelry in the shops in the plaza. It's all so gorgeous.
That sounds really nice.
I'll give you one of my favorite pieces as a present next time, as a token of our friendship.
Icky clams turned into pretty jewelry? This I gotta see!
So giving presents is a way to establish friendship?
Why yes.
Why are you doing this to me, controller?
To the giver, a present is a symbol of trust. To the receiver, a present serves as a warm reminder of our friendship.
And getting stuff for free doesn't stink either.
I see.
It would appear my young mistress has made some very good friends. Make yourselves at home. Help yourself to tea and treats.
That butler is amazing, by the way. Is it because he's old? Is that why he's amazing? So far, I do not see any duplicate paintings. Oh, those are different. One or both of those are inside there, but you know, that's fine. We're splitting them up. Looks like an Asian martial artist combined with a butler. I can see it, I guess. Guess he kind of has that.
I have been in the service of Lord Klein for about 2 years now. He is a fine ruler despite his youth. He believes in freedom and equality for his people. If he has any real flaw, it's that he spoils Lady Dressel too much.
And because he's old? Oh. Gotta respect the old people. Hold on a second. That painting and that painting look like... look like that painting and that painting. Yep. All done goofed. Thought I wouldn't notice, but I noticed. Gotcha. I was gonna say, hold on, you've seen that bird before? Nah, you can have the same kind of bird, you know, in the spot. You know, that's fine. There are multiple of the same types of birds, but who in their right mind is going to buy the exact same painting?
You certainly seem in good spirits.
I am. Look how happy Elise is. It's a real relief. She's been through so much lately.
So have you, especially considering how much you obsess over the well-being of others.
I'm feeling pretty good. We've finally gotten a little downtime, and the refreshments were great.
I see. I'm glad to hear it.
But we can't get too comfortable, I suppose.
Correct. If he's the governor, that makes him nobility. His manor isn't the smartest place to relax.
I feel sorry for Elise, but we can't stay here long.
Game ruined, time to take it out. One for hanging, one for reserve, one as a gift. You don't hang your gifts. You don't also hang your reserve. Doesn't make any sense. As a reserve to the gift. It's the backup gift.
Klein, why the unfriendly face?
I'm afraid I can't permit you to leave just yet, now that I know it was you who infiltrated the laboratory in Fenmont.
What are you talking about?
Save your denials. Alvin told me everything.
He did what?
Now what? Will you hand us over to the military?
No. I want to know what you saw in that facility. Rashigal has undergone dramatic changes, ever since Noctigal acceded the throne. Even those of us in the 6 ruling houses are not told of his activities.
The military is holding people captive and draining their mana to develop a new weapon.
Human experimentation? He would go that far? I'd like to believe you're lying, but all the pieces fit.
So Noctigal is the man behind the experiments? The king of Rashigal?
He would have to be. It's hardly hospitable to keep Dressel's friends captive in our home. But you must leave this city at once.
Thank you, Lord Klein.
You're welcome.
Dressel's house sure is huge.
Yeah, this might be bigger than my entire school.
Huge.
There's a bunch of kids in Sheraton's Plaza.
Looks like some of them are your age. Why not try to talk to them?
Talking to kids? That's a terrible idea. No good could come from talking to kids.
I truly admire the dedication of these sentries to their mission, but if they stand in my way, I will have no choice but to cut them down.
Kids are awful. They are. In Ghost VTS's chat, I called them little demons.
It was so pink and cute. Super cute. I've never seen anything so pink before. Super never.
What is it?
I was just wondering.
What the heck are they talking about?
You don't have to be scared. They're just children. Go on and ask them.
They're definitely child voice.
Excuse me. What's the cute pink thing you're talking about?
You were spying on us. We have nothing to say to spies.
Super nothing. Just give us a quick peek.
Whoa! That weird thing talked. What is it?
Like super weird. He's not weird. He's Tipo.
Tipo? Well, whatever. I'm still not going to show the cute pink thing to someone like you.
Fine.
Ah, phooey.
But if you can show us that you love the color pink and prove you're a true pinkist, I may consider it.
Prove I'm a pinkist? How?
By bringing us super rare things that are pink. For example, start with the peach berry blossom. Bring us one of those, then we'll talk.
We'll super talk!
What did I say? What? I say. Anyone to work, good luck charm, or spirits, safe, deliver it to Dad. Lottie Sea Haven. Buying friendship just like real life. Let's not speak too many facts. How did I end up liking Baldur's Gate 2, by the way? My overall opinion on it was I thought it was okay. Which, you know, in my specific instance is probably a really good thing because the game is giga old. But it's basically Baldur's Gate 1.5, and that's a good thing.
Hey!
Don't hey us!
Alvin! You tattletale! You jerk! You tattle jerk!
How much did Klein pay you to sell us out?
Sell you out? Such an ugly phrase. Money isn't the only currency, you know. It's no secret that Lord Klein is unhappy with the current government. If we want info, we have to give some in return. It's called a trade. I told him what I know, and he gave you some juicy info in return, right?
King Noctigol of Rashigol is the man responsible for everything. So long as he remains alive, he could construct a second or third Lance of Kresnik.
You're going to assassinate the king?
What choice do I have? I can't allow him to continue, even if his death throws your country into chaos.
I suppose it's the lesser of two evils. We can't let him keep sacrificing innocent people for their mana.
Hey, you're the people from the wanted poster.
Whoops. I suppose strolling about wasn't the smartest idea.
Wind from the southwest, 2 meters per second. A nice breeze.
What are you doing here?
Please, allow me to handle this.
Hey, Gramps. Step out of the way before you break a hip.
Oh dear me. What a fearsome trio. A bit on the sloppy side, though. You two in the rear. Isn't your formation a little wide? If you stand so far apart, how will you help your comrades in a moment of crisis?
Shut up! Like we need your tactical advice.
And you, good sir, aren't you standing a little too far forward? From there, you might be able to catch me, but the good people behind me, on the other hand... There's a good soldier.
Yeah, what the...
Now, if you'll excuse me. Everyone please follow me.
Rowan, that was awesome! You sure showed those meanies!
Dear me, you misused the word awesome. It was merely a delay tactic.
Whatever it was, you saved us, Mr. Rowan.
Just Rowan is fine.
What do you need from us?
My, get right to the point. Indeed, I have a favor to ask of you.
Of us notorious criminals? This can't be good.
The King of Rashagal came to the manor earlier and ordered our citizens be drafted into service.
What? Noctigal was here?
Yes, the man you saw leaving by carriage earlier was King Noctigal himself.
So he's the king of Rashagal.
Why is he forcing people into his service?
Maybe he needs more experimental subjects?
My master couldn't abide seeing his people in danger. He set off to rescue them. But Noctigal is not one who takes disobedience lightly.
Is Dracel's brother in danger?
Undoubtedly, and I wish to rescue him. Will you assist me?
Any brother of a pal is a brother of mine, right, Ellie?
We can't turn a blind eye at this point. We should help.
Here we go again. For an honor student, you sure are lousy at learning lessons.
It's settled. We cannot allow Noctigal to proceed with any plan that involves using that weapon.
There's your answer.
You have my thanks. The people were taken to Burmia Gorge. We must make haste. You and Cheapo are always together, aren't you?
Because we're best friends!
And because Cheapo's so cute.
Really?
What? Of course he's cute.
Don't you think?
Well, he certainly isn't not cute, in a way that I can't quite put my finger on.
How can you not know? It's Cheapo.
Oh, it's his little horns. Those are super cute.
Those are ears.
For shame! You're terrible with kids.
I'm sorry.
If you leave an egg in an empty box and said egg gets crushed, the cause must lie within the egg itself. How's egg principle? It sounds obvious, but at the same time, not so much.
500 years ago, Professor Howe used that principle to deduce how spirit channeling works.
Although people still channeled beforehand, right? They just didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, since spirits have no apparent physical form, people weren't aware they existed at all. But Professor Howe surmised that something had to be converting the mana from our mana lobes into arts.
And that turned out to be spirits.
Yep, his hypothesis was proven with the discovery of spirits that had taken physical forms.
And because he figured out what was inside the egg, the age of spirit arts was born.
Exactly, although there's still a lot we don't understand about spirits.
Like Maxwell being a busty 20-year-old. Bet even Professor Howe didn't see that coming.
Rowan is in the party. Gonna swap out Alvin because we don't trust Alvin. Got an Istok. Give you... I thought I had a strength thingamabobber. Guess not. Give you some boots. You like the more action plus pause gameplay of it? Shame most CRPGs nowadays just go for turn-based. Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily have a preference one way or another, but there was another game that I played that did use the action pause method. It was called Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. And that was a fairly hectic experience. But that game was a lot of fun. But I would agree with you that there's not a ton of games out there that seem to whatchamacallit, do that. Casting the same spirit art twice in succession, the second casting will only consume 50% of the TP cost. Okay. I want this. Heck yeah, we're gonna assassinate the king. Hold on, Dante. We might not. Maybe we just want to be friends. Power of friendship. I want that 5% stun. I don't think anything else is really all... I don't know if the AI is going to use that. Because I'm not leaping at the opportunity to get that. I think I'm going to go with the 5%. He's a conductor too. The little stun thing that he did was a little silly. TP will not be consumed during art tuning, whatever that means. 10% chance of 0 TP being consumed when casting a spirit art. Max AC. Throwing knives will travel a greater distance. Okay. Oh, I'm probably gonna want that throwing knife thing. Probably gonna want that wind lance. I don't know what art tuning does, but it sounds pretty good. Absolute reduction seems pretty good. Max AC, pretty good. And then I need this one. It's like almost all of these I want. Little bit of a pickle. Oh, you know, I don't think I've done anything with setting skills. Air pressure. Pressure. Oh, would I be interested in playing some StarCraft Archipelago starting Saturday afternoon? It's async friendly, so no need to be committed to specific time slots. My initial thought is probably not. But I'm not holding myself to that response yet. The larger issue at hand. Well, there's a couple larger issues at hand, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say leaning towards no. Very likely heavily leaning towards no, but not committing to the no yet. One of the reasons for that is I don't necessarily like. I played a randomizer for the first time in my entire life, however long ago, and it was for Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. And like I have some familiarity, or I had some familiarity with the game at that time, and so it's like, okay, you know, I can probably pull this off. I couldn't pull it off at all. The experience was so awful for me. It was rough. And so when I think of going to play StarCraft 1, or StarCraft period 1, I only have Wings of Liberty, I think. I might have Heart of the Swarm, but I've never played it. And 2, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't like being. Oh wait, you said it was async friendly. Oh yeah, so I don't like being put in situations where I have to wait for people. So I don't want to play a game where, let's say I play it for 10 hours and I just reach a spot where all of a sudden now I have to wait for someone else to give me the items or whatever that I need in order for me to progress. That would drive me insane. So I don't think an archipelago is my kind of I don't know what you're supposed to call them, but my kind of thing. Yeah.
Klein's quite the fool, attempting to directly defy King Noctigal.
I too counseled him against it. But as you can see, he can be quite stubborn.
Hey! Stop saying mean things about Dracell's brother!
Klein is a good man.
He most certainly is. Never have I met a lord who cares more deeply for his subjects. Indeed, he was kind and gentle long before he was a lord at all. 2 years ago, when I had nowhere else to go, he was gracious enough to hire me on as his butler.
Sounds like he's really important to you.
Very much so.
And he's so cool! Way cooler than Alvin.
I beg your pardon. I didn't quite catch that.
I'm sure Klein is still safe.
Of that I have no doubt. No harm will befall him on my watch.
Colmar Rail. Just rounding up the homies to see if you can get a rough list on how big the group is. Fair enough.
We've no time for this. Clear the way. It's a fundamental tactic to switch in members who work best in a given situation. Use this opportunity to practice teamwork.
R3 to enter switch mode. First, select the character to remove. Or select the character to remove. Oh, I guess I have to do it quickly.
Me? Well, I'd rather sit out, to be honest.
No party members during battle, allowing you to respond to any situation.
Okay.
The familiar battlefield.
Alright, cool. But do backup party members get full experience?
Mila! I will guard you from incoming arts. They won't get through.
What happened?
How careless of me.
Is fighting the only answer?
StarCraft is Giga Randomizer friendly. The Archipelago version is free since it's all custom missions. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I think StarCraft might be one of the only randomizers you've never had to wait for an unlock, but you'll probably stream it for funsies. Well, like you say that, Dante, but you know, you underestimate my powers. You know, if I was gonna participate, you know, I might participate again, like for 10 or 12 hours of a day or something like that. I will inevitably reach a block of some sort.
You're going to Femmont to save your captured friends, right? We heard from Jude.
Friends? Oh, you mean the Four.
They're not your friends?
Well, in a sense, they do help me accomplish the things I need to do.
Then they're your friends, just like us.
We'll help you too.
Everybody get a hand in.
To think I'd find myself on the receiving end of encouragement.
I guess even geezers like me are never too old for improvement.
Okay. You... write this down. Alvin 6240. And Mila 6248.
Forward, let's go!
Please provide support.
How unfortunate.
Okay.
Full protection. Great. Let's end this.
Okay.
Igneous crush.
Final, you did it.
My kind of traffic jam.
Nice job.
Yeah, I guess we can call it a traffic jam.
Rage onward.
I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you.
All right, 112. I guess this will be that moment where I get to find out if we actually got 112 experience or if we got 124 experience.
Excellent.
224 experience. Math on stream, difficult. Okay, you got you got now I'm confused. You got 260, 70 experience? And you got 56? 56 is 50%. But what's going on with this? 70. Why did you get 70 experience? Okay. Maybe we need to do this differently. Mila, 6318. Dude, 6384. Right. Rowan, 6342. And Alvin, 6296. Alvin L.
It's over. Mila, hang in there. It's over.
Please provide support.
Fireball.
Let's end this.
Okay.
Igneous crush. Aqua protection. Flare ball.
Don't worry.
Dry water.
Well played.
Not yet. Rowan, my thanks to you.
Don't worry.
It's over.
Okay.
Provide support.
Spirit spiral. You did it.
Farewell.
March
Aqua
one.
protection.
Is fighting the only answer?
Probably get rid of Aqua Protection. Alright, so I got 128.
I won't let anyone down.
Alright, Mila got 66. Range. Jude. Got 1679. Oh, I forgot to swap Rowan in. I was gonna do that. Rowan got 66. What is going on with the experience? Maybe I need to look at the other experience numbers. Something weird is going on here, and I have no idea what's going on. Rowan, let's give you, yeah, let's give you 262. Alvin, 255. Mila, 71. I don't think Mila's close to a level up right now. Looking at this bar is sort of kind of confusing, but I think I understand it now.
Okay, it's over. Provide support. Look out! It's over.
Burn!
Look out!
Let's end it.
Okay.
Big spiral.
Always all right. Is fighting the only answer?
All right, so once again, 112. Mila got not 112, got 60. And do yours. Rowan got 60. I forgot to swap him in again. I keep making this mistake. All right, Rowan, 322. Alvin, 311. Will I remember the time?
Forward.
This one is mine.
Over. Forward.
Let's end it.
Okay. Spirit spiral.
Let's wrap this up.
So worried.
Not bad.
All right, 112 again. You got 61. And you got 61. So still don't quite understand why people in the front are getting like super less experience. No, it's like 60 or 70% experience or something like that. Makes no sense to me. Am I tripping? I'm tripping.
So, Elise, do you know what you want to do when you grow up?
Not really. Ellie doesn't want to grow up.
Oh, why is that?
If I grow up, people will laugh at me for holding Tipo.
We wouldn't laugh. After all, Tipo your friend.
He's right. Go ahead and grow up. You've got nothing to worry about.
Really?
Cross my heart.
That's great, Ellie. Now you can grow up and get married like you wanted. Shh. That's a secret.
Oh, who do you want to marry?
Nobody.
And there she goes.
Also, Dante. Speaking of, like traffic jams and stuff, probably don't want to jam up my weekends with too much fun because I have to somehow fit like 4 co-op games someday in the future.
Okay. Area fire. Okay, it's over.
Still gotta play Split Fiction.
I hope I can.
Still gotta play Bakura something, Bakura Planet with Grayson, which I think came out today.
You are such fools.
Keep your guard up. They won't
There's a Pokemon game that Cyanesis and I have to play.
How unfortunate. Let's end this.
Okay. Aerial fire!
Who's next?
Oh, you did it.
You only jelly up your weekend?
Flare bomb. Let's end this.
Okay. Aerial fire!
My weekends are always free, except I use my weekends to do all of my YouTube video stuff. So
Let us move onward.
my weekends end up never being free. Probably not too important for me to explore every nook and cranny of this place.
Okay. Okay, it's over.
Shimmer spin. It's over.
Okay. Well played. Look out! Mila! It's not over yet. You're open.
Windblade.
Mila! Hang in there! Provide support.
Stop getting knocked down.
Mila! Not yet.
What is
Not
going
over
on?
yet.
Sharing is caring.
It's over.
I'm ready.
Please
Flames come forth.
I'll cover you. Blades onward.
Go, Cheapo! Sharing is caring.
Yeah, I guess I haven't seen what
Earth cry out.
An obvious outcome.
those do. Figuring it'll probably be 6 hours worth of gameplay since you're going to be doing bingo missions. Oops. Instead of full campaign. Ah.
Mila!
I gotcha.
I'm here.
Mila! Onward. The key to victory.
Earth cry out.
Please provide support. Waves, come forth.
Yummy.
Blades onward.
Here you go.
Waves come forth.
I'll cover you.
Go, Cheapo!
Over.
Sharing is caring.
How about an encore?
Don't overdo it, okay?
Mila!
Age breeds greater experience.
You wouldn't subject the homies to 4 fun-filled campaigns of unlimited joy because that would be a little rough for someone's first playthrough of all the StarCraft 2 campaigns. Yeah. A small part of me, very small, wants to go through the StarCraft campaigns, but I don't know how successful that would be for someone of my age. I am losing dexterity. I am not gaining it.
I've never seen anything like this.
This is one of the few liminal regions in Rashagal.
You don't expect us to climb this, do you? I don't even have hands!
Look out!
The military?
I suppose they don't want people seeing what they're up to here. Can you handle it?
I can't, I'm pinned down.
distraction.
I'll draw the shooter's attention. You take care of the rest.
You're gonna be the bait? That's quite dangerous.
It'll be fine. Trust me.
Very well. We'll leave this to you.
Thanks.
Now's our chance.
No!
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, thanks to Alvin.
No problem, kid.
That feeling again. The same one from Fenmont.
What's that? A ghost?
I don't like the looks of that.
We better hurry.
At least no Pico Park 3 so far, and needing to manage 7 people. Yeah, that's rough too.
What?
Lord Klein, so they were performing experiments on humans.
Stop. It'll tear your hand right off.
This device is just like the one that killed Professor House in the laboratory.
Are they trying to build a Spyrex weapon here too? They shouldn't be so easy to make.
Mila?
So this is why they gave up the search for us. A bit of knowledge is a big danger to these people.
The channeling circle being generated here isn't a closed type. I would assume the surplus spirit energy is flowing out from the top. If we enter the cavern from the top of the gorge and destroy the core producing the spirit arts,
Then we can save everyone.
Let's go.
Didn't save. Also, it was only one crossbow woman? Like, hello? Just one? The normal difficulty pacing is pretty comfortable. The only reason you would play Brutal Archipelago is because you played the campaigns a bunch. Understandable. Terror bad with RTS games. Never got far in StarCraft and Warcraft. I never got... Actually, no, It's like I never got far in Warcraft, but actually I beat Warcraft 3. Lackabouse. I've also beaten StarCraft 1, but those were many years ago.
Okay. Igneous crush! I have your back.
Flare bomb! Hop up a
Roller dance, you did
Shimmer spin! Let's end this!
Okay.
Yummy!
Spiral!
Here you go!
how about an encore?
Way to
Flare bomb!
go!
Let's end this!
Okay.
Yummy!
Aerial fire! Hey!
Yes, I see that worked out very well.
And we're gonna talk about that. Even better reason to dive in. Nothing like Giga Late Gaming unlocked for an early mission and blowing everything up. Oh my gosh. Dante, I don't know if I need an agent of chaos in my life right now.
Whatever this crazy experiment is, do you really think King Noctigal himself is going to be running the show?
I do not know. The Noctigal of old would have fought on the front lines instead of dealing with intrigue behind the scenes.
Is that right?
Noctigal's a blue blood, but he didn't shy away from combat as he climbed the military chain of command. Although lately it looks like he's been more busy with political fights for power.
A pity to see him change so greatly.
What was that?
Ah, please disregard my ramblings. Regardless, Lord Klein is a great threat to Noctigal. Nothing is more threatening to a dictator than another individual with both wealth and growing popularity.
I should unsubscribe to our friendship then. Dante, I don't know if you know this, but you have not contributed any chaos to our relationship. Thought you should know. Did I order a Switch, pre-order a Switch 2? So many people are doing so. I did not. Admittedly though, when Mr. JRPG on Blue Sky was like, yeah, managed to snag one, you know, I went to the Nintendo website and I was just like, let me just see if they're up.
Okay.
And you know, they were not. I actually don't have much interest in a Switch 2 right now. And most of that is because there's one Switch 2 game. There's just one. It's a new game. And it's Mario Kart.
Let's regroup.
Great! Let's end this.
Okay.
Onward.
And I feel like nobody's talking about that.
There's always
Just
Right.
like
Not bad.
the Switch 2 is launching with one brand new game, and it's Mario Kart. And Mario Kart is a big game. Don't get me wrong. You know, that is a wonderful game to release with, but you know, we have this problem nowadays where video game systems are launching with fewer and fewer games. Like, you guys remember like the GameCube and stuff like that? That launched with like 3 or 4 games. And now we're at the Switch 2 and it's launching with 1 game. Now, granted, you know, there are lots of other games that are coming along for the ride, but you know, these are all games that have already been released, you know, and available to people in some form or another. So I don't know. There is 1000% no rush for me to buy a Switch 2, other than to save money on the Switch 2. But like my choice to buy a Switch 2 console would more than likely not be determined by the price of the console. It would more be determined by what games are on it that I'm interested in. Now, granted, you know, there is a ceiling. I'm not going to pay $800 for a Switch 2. But you know, if it went up to 500 or 550 or something like that, it's just like, okay, you know, if you've got 8 games that I want to play on it, then, you know, I'm probably going to buy the system. But until we get there, I don't think I'm going to get it. I need to mark.